that out of the way, and then you guys can ask questions. So this one is after you've entered the character create. This is your basic Rodon. You start buck naked. And yeah, so we'll show you guys. Yeah, you guys are noticing the UI already. The only thing that's not final on that really is the chat. We're kind of messing with that a little bit on the left. And you know what, you guys? I didn't actually move the UI around, but everything on the UI is actually movable. You can put it anywhere you want on the screen. So you know, that's pretty cool. The mini map, I didn't actually pull that out because I knew where I was going, Jocelyn. But it's actually underneath the little PDA on the right-hand side of the screen. I'll show it. It shows at the end of the video. I actually realized that I hadn't done that. And you click, so you can click your PDA off and your map shows. This is the way we like it. And once again, if you like it up in the upper right, like standard GUI controls, you can actually put it up there in the upper right corner if you want. So equipping just some of the armor you saw in the game, kind of running out into the world, as a lot of you guys will do. We have jetpacks, as you guys see, kind of fun thing to do.
Yeah, and looking at some of the questions, one of the things you'll see is we want to give you a fair amount of inventory to start out with. The last thing we want you to have to worry about in playing a game is item management, as far as do I have enough space. So you will actually start off with a fair amount. You can expand that later on, but it's definitely something that we as gamers, when we start playing a game, to have something that you only have 4 slots or something like that just drove us nuts. So we wanted to make certain that when you go through the game, you have lots of space to acquire all the things that we're going to put out there for you.
Here's just a preview of some of the weapons in the game, just a few. Okay, good. So you can see a lot of the weapons, and there's a lot of other ones as well. The UI as of right now isn't very moddable, to answer that one, Gemini. It's pretty much is what it is. We have some plans for that, but we're not right now. It's not moddable. These are just a preview of a few of the things in the game. Someone actually said if each race, each faction gets their own color of UI, we want to do that, but right now they're all the same. We want to actually change it out. Each faction has their own color representations. As a matter of fact, the jetpack burns on the other factions are different than the Rodon. They have their own burns. So if you play different factions, you'll see different colors a lot. So here, and one thing I really wanted to point out here on this video is the combat. If you notice, he points wherever you actually are targeting. We really like that the character actually targets and follows it. We have tracking targeting, and it really makes the combat really good. You know, how many times have you aimed in an MMO and it shoots totally crazy where it doesn't, where you're not even aiming? Well, ours actually shoots wherever you're aiming, and actually aims for you like that, the auto aim. So it's pretty cool. So just a few things, kill a couple of the ambient creatures there and stuff like that. So different guns. Not really much of a match on these ambient creatures right now, you know.
And one of the key things before we get to the next section is each time Warren was firing there, he was actually pressing the button and it was actually responding. So there was no auto attack there. It's something that he, as soon as he hits the button, it's firing the shot.
Yep. So this is, I'm just going through some of the things on there. I didn't have time to click on all of them, but we're going to be previewing these in the upcoming videos. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. On the PDA, we want to make PDA. This one is harvesting, and it's not actually the final GUI. As you can tell, it's blue. But you actually scan for whatever you want to harvest. And so right there you see the actual minerals. It detected some, but they're red. So it's really far away from wherever the things are. So you have to go change your course of action, and actually there you have to scan again. I'm still red, so I'm still too far away. So here I'm keeping the same path since I detected something. And there now the actual things I detected are yellow, so I'm getting closer. So it's kind of like a warmer game. You have to, it's take you a few times. So here I hit it again. Must be going the right direction because I'm still in the yellow. And I go over here. So 4 or 5 scans, if you're savvy about it. I think some of you guys will probably be more savvy than me. Then they're green, so that means I'm right on top of it. I'm within range of harvesting. So I pick from my inventory my harvester, and here I throw it on the ground through inventory. I can deploy it, and it actually drills into the ground there. If you can watch the animation there. And so I've deployed my harvester there, and you can leave it there up to 24 hours. It will continue to harvest for you. Now, see, I have multiples of them in the inventory. And there I've closed my PDA, and you can see the map behind it. You have to actually go back and get your harvester. So after it's full, it won't harvest beyond 24 hours. You have to go back and pick it up. You have to retrieve it. So that's how you're going to be able to gather minerals in the game. There's all different types of harvesters and different things. So it's going to be cool the way you guys go out and find it. All the different lands and different worlds have a lot of different elements to find. We have over 50 of them in the game, and they're all distributed all over the place. There's different, we'll get into this more in the crafting section. I know a lot of you want that next week.